All right, so we're going to borrow some material from another genre, specifically techno, and apply it to this Outrun track. All right, I'll show you exactly what I mean. Let's get into it. Lack of energy here. All right, so this wind down section, we're talking about specifically bars 57 to 65. I think this section needs a little more jazz, a little more energy. Even though it's like a wind down, it's a nice transition between the hyper section here and then verse 2. But this little bridge, aka wind down, can use some help. So one of the things I like to do, if you've taken some of my master classes, you'll know that, there's some great presets out there that we can use for these great transitions. All right, so I'm going to create a MIDI track here. I'm going to bring in an instance of Silent. I'm not even going to go hunting for a preset. The default 001 preset, specifically ARP 303 saw. This is what we're going to be rocking. This is what it sounds like. Let me lower the volume here. All right, really cool, really trippy sound here. And we're going to use this preset to create a little more energy and make things sound really cool, really exciting here. I'm going to punch in A2 here. This is the key of the song, A minor. And well, let's just go ahead and create a nice long sustained held note. You'll see what this sounds like. This isn't what we're going to settle on, but just for context. All right, doesn't quite work, way too many notes, and I don't want to fiddle around with the arpeggiator. So I'm going to select shorter notes, specifically, I guess, 16 notes. Let me raise this up a bit. There we go. So that's the sound we want, that kind of stuff, all right? And I'm simply going to copy and paste. Try to do this really quickly. I know you guys don't stick around for the majority of the video. So anyways, we have this nice sound right now. And for context, let me play a bit ahead so we can hear what this sounds like now. All right, not bad, but as usual, we always like to fiddle around with some of the parameters, specifically the cutoff and the resonance. So that's exactly what I'm going to do here. As this is replaying, I'm going to fiddle around with the cutoff knob, make it sound a little brighter. And for the second pass, we're going to do the same for the resonance. So let's do that. All right, so we're opening up that cutoff. Nice and bright. Maybe lower it a bit. Raise it up again. All right. Let's do the same for the resonance. Arm the track. Let's go. One of the things you want to worry about when it comes to the resonance is trying to keep it between the 10 o'clock and 2 o'clock range. This is a sweet spot, especially if you're using this particular preset. And so this whole transition now, I think it sounds so much better. And I'm also going to do some panning here. So I'm going to activate this parameter here, maybe decrease the resolution of my screen, switch to a drawing tool, and just kind of pencil in, some left-right panning envelopes. All right, so let's play it out and see what it sounds like now. So way more engaging than what we had before. Without it, I just found that it was missing something, right? And here we have our listener just kind of waiting for the song to jump back into, action. But with it, way cooler. Let it play out a bit so you can hear it. Anyways, you get the picture. The whole point here was to use a typical preset found in another genre and to kind of spice up some sections of your songs. Sometimes you guys send me your songs and, you and I will fiddle around with some ideas for certain sections, but this is one technique that you can use to spice up certain segments of your arrangement. All right, I hope this was helpful. I will see you in the next one. Bye for now.